Hello, everyone, and happy Monday. It is the start of a great new week, and what better time than today to talk about the fear of starting your own business if you haven't yet. And it's about time you conquer this fear because let me tell you, it is a tough one. I want to share with you my story for a few minutes just to make sure that you don't do what I did. I want my story to be an example of do not in order to inspire you to take the best, the wisest decisions that you can for yourself, with yourself, to yourself. Because business is an amazing adventure if you have the right skills and knowledge. Obviously, at first, you won't have it all because it's impossible to know it all, to have all the information. And I don't suggest you wait not even a bit until you start. Start with what you have, but make sure you have a plan B. And this is why. Okay, I was employed for 8 years and a half until I have finally decided, after long talks with myself about starting my own business. I wasn't happy in my job for a very, very long time. I think I stayed there 5 extra years than I should have, more than I could bear. But this was a great lesson teaching me that if I truly want something, there is no sense in postponing it. I simply need to ask myself some great questions, as I have been talking with you about yesterday. One of these questions that I began to ask myself when I actually felt sick to my stomach by going to the workplace. That's how long I waited. That's why I don't want you to wait at all. If you feel that it's time to start your own thing, to start your own brand, business, name it any way you want to, activity, side hustle, it is time that you take that decision and don't wait like I did. Some extra years, kind of 5 years, until I truly began to work on my own and learn about the business and everything that it means. Now, the great question that I asked myself eventually was, how do I see myself in 5 years? This was in 2018. And if I would have stayed in the same place, I think I would have seen myself in 5 years in 2023 being extremely frustrated, looking older than I was, being completely heartbroken because my dreams would be going down the drain, and I didn't like spending my entire day in the office, staying from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. I mean, the best part of your day is in the office. Then I decided, okay, it's time to make that bold decision. But it took me a lot of sleepless nights, and I was afraid of the unknown. I was afraid of leaving the comfort of my paid check every single month. And in a way, I miss that. I have to be honest, I miss that. I miss that secure money at the end of each month. But what I got in return was far more stronger and more creative, in terms of having the ability and the luxury to be having my own schedule, to work for myself, to work on the prices, to decide how and when and who I talk with, to be the owner of my life, of my entire schedule. And that's actually priceless. At the beginning of my business, I did not know what an international business truly meant. That's why I kind of played with everything for a long time. I tested all sorts of versions. I thought I knew it all, but obviously I didn't. And I needed help. I needed a very clear plan and strategy because what I was taught in a different multi-level marketing business that I tried before. It was completely new. Being on your own, having your own marketing, your own branding, that was something that has truly shook me and has made me realize that okay, if I'm starting this journey, I need some serious help and planning and strategies because it's not going to work otherwise. And as I began to learn about branding and marketing, I actually fell in love with the process. And the plan B that I was telling you about is to make sure that you are earning from your business at least the amount you were earning before as an employee. I didn't have this. I kind of put an end to it all. I had some savings, but it wasn't enough. I kind of missed making that money that I used to make before when I was employed. And since my business was at the beginning, it was truly tough and heartbreaking for me because I wanted to keep that lifestyle that I had before. I wanted that safety that money would bring me, but I didn't know how to do that. That's why I want you to know that it is important to make sure that your finances are all up and running before you start your own business. And if you have that, everything else will be completely secondary as having time to be your own boss is going to conquer the fear of the unknown when you get up in the morning and see that you have complete freedom over your schedule. Having the ability to create, to perform, to have that content that you have always dreamt about is going to conquer the fear of what other people think because you will be so passionate to create that anything else that comes from the exterior, and by the way, only people that do less than you criticize you because the rest of the overachievers are too busy working and creating. So don't worry about that. Everything is going to feel secondary once you have a big vision. This is, my fearless friends, what is going to keep you strongly running towards an amazing business of yours. The great mission, the big picture that is going to drag you, to pull you towards it. And once you have that appealing image that is waiting for you just in front of you, only a few steps away, that's when fear disappears. My fearless friends, I have worked so much on creating a big photo of the successful life that I have always wanted. Now, your big picture, the ideal photo of your future may be different for you. Obviously, you have your own path, your own dreams, but make sure you work a lot and put a lot of energy into creating something bigger than yourself, something that is waiting for you there, that is dragging you towards it. And that's stronger than any fears, than anything at all that would make you create excuses dragging you back. Instead, your vision of your ideal future will create reasons why to go towards it full speed ahead. You will find a lot of vitality, a lot of energy, something that you may have been missing if you were an employee that wasn't happy with their activity. If you are an employee and you are happy with your activity, I am so happy and so fulfilled that you exist, that you are there, because not many people are happy with their professional lives, with their jobs, and unfortunately, they don't do anything about this. Therefore, I suggest you keep a very great picture, a great big appealing picture of what is it that you truly want in front of you that's going to make you conquer all the fears. In my case, this was the main fuel that got me to create, that got me to dream even more, that got me to be involved and emerging completely in my business. I have always wanted a different, more luxurious lifestyle. Yes, I wasn't happy with my then workplace, but this wasn't enough for me to move, to budge from where I was. So I needed to have something appealing that was even stronger than the dissatisfaction that I felt while I was employed. And I got so frustrated that I had no idea how to move until I read some great books from the Network 21 company that was a side company from the MLM business I was into. That was a part time business. Amazing. I recommend it. Amway is the name, that had a very strong personal development system. And uh, I learned so much about how to move ahead despite fear, despite feeling hopeless and scared and frustrated. And that was the big picture at the end. I hope you found this useful. Let me know how this goes for you. What is that big picture waiting for you at the finish line that's going to get you conquering all your fears? Let me know in the comments below, because I cannot wait to read all about it and get to know you as well. If you need more help, go to my website roxanapopel.com and download the 7-step guide to permanently conquer your fears. You will enjoy and love a very simple to put in practice exercise, the visualizing bag exercise, as I call it, teaching you how to keep your fears under your control. Have an awesome week ahead, and I will see you tomorrow with another great live topic.